Hi, everybody, and welcome to the first match of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament bracket stage. I'm Meowth Rocket, and with me we have DOP316. Say hi.
Hey everyone, hope you're ready for a excellent matchup tonight. We got Mitch Flowerpower, who consistently been one of the best Mario 3 players in the last decade, if not longer, and Nightshifter, who's relatively new to the scene, but see what kind of race we can get out of these two.
Yeah, well, remember, Mitch is coming off a win just yesterday against True Hyper Mario, so he's already going into this with a bit of an advantage, but don't count out Nightshifter just yet.
First world is World 7. Start off with 1-6. Pretty straightforward level. You can get those, some fire enemies can make it kind of tricky at the start, but once you get by that, it's pretty smooth sailing.
And Mitch is going to finish it off first. But Nightshift is not too far behind.
It's a very suspicious lock at the beginning. Normally when it's there, it either takes you to the troll pipe or to the very end, and 2 on the final island, so it's a 3-fort World 7.
Either way, it's a big gamble. Yep. You just have to hope RNG-Bis is with you.
The good news is they don't have to build a bridge, but the bad news is they have to find a way either around those locks or beat 1 or 2 of the forts necessary to get them over there. And they get another castle, the Air Force, the auto-scroller off. Another level without a power-up in it, so that can be kind of concerning moving forward.
I think that could be said with any of the military stages. Even with the right power-up, they can be a nightmare.
Mitch makes quick work of Boom Boom and the Air Force. Nightshifter following closely behind. So the lock on the first island stayed there, so that means one of the other 2 have broke, which means it should be a free path to the end after a Piranha stage.
We got an angry sun coming.
Mitch using the heads-up play of pausing. The munchers don't stop when the game is paused, so he avoids taking a death there.
And Mitch gets a hammer. That could be good. I believe the hammers don't break locks though tonight, or do they?
The hammers do not break locks tonight, so it's only going to be useful in Worlds 6-2. If you have 2 hammers, you can use 2 in World 3, and very rarely you can use a hammer in World 4 to skip a level, but that's about it.
So either way, it's pretty much awesome, but impractical.
Yeah. Mitch getting his first power-up of the match after 3 minutes, which you never want to see, but managed to get by without taking any deaths. And he gets the Piranha fort, which is one of the, if not the hardest fort in the game, depending on the enemy draw. If you get a lot of Piranha plants, it can be kind of tricky to get through for newer runs.
Borderline nightmare.
Yep. Mitch is very experienced, so I expect him to get through this with no trouble. Star's a good power-up to get here. You can go right to the end. However, going to the last screen small can be kind of dangerous depending on the enemy set, because you can't damage boost to the end, which a lot of runners tend to do, but he's through.
And I think he's going to make quick work of Boom Boom.
Boom Boom playing nicely.
You always like to see him learning to share with others.
Nightshifter putting on some good moves there to get through to the second power-up. And Mitch has to play the second Piranha stage, so let's see what the item we get here is. A P-Wing, which can be useful on certain levels. Gives you 2 free hits.
And right now we see Mitch is heading to... Mitch is at the first airship.
Yep, which is the World 2 airship. Can be tricky with Ludwig. He's a high jumper a lot of times with a nasty hitbox. So, got 1 hit, 2
hits, 3. Oh, a standard 3-hitter, and Ludwig goes down. A nice early lead for Mitch Flowerpower. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Mitch win the last tournament by beating Macobra 3-2?
He did. Yep, he won last year's tournament, and...
Or was it 4-3?
He won 3-2, best of 5. He grabs the wand at 5:08. We'll see when Nightshifter gets there. Probably would have won the first tournament as well if he didn't YOLO frog, but it's become kind
What's
of
a YOLO frog?
Game these days. Using frog suit in Bowser's Castle.
Oh, showboating?
I wouldn't call it that. Went for a sick play and almost got there as 1 jump away.
Well, we see Nightshifter just put down Ludwig too, and he's on his way. Oh, and Mitch gets a, I believe that's a Tanuki leaf?
Yeah, Mitch is about 50 seconds ahead going into World 2, which is World 1.
Oh, but I see Boss Bass there.
Yeah,
Boss Rat into
World 1 fort.
Thank you, Dustman. It's a regular leaf. My mistake.
Mitch probably could have saved some time here if he would have beaten it the standard way, because the logic always assumes that you're going to go for the item, so this fort is never required to progress to the end. So Nightshifter making the same call, going for the item. I'm curious to know if you would have saved 2 levels if you would have just beaten it the standard way, but...
That is not the reason why.
We will never know.
It will be a mystery forever. Like where to get a good pizza.
1-4 in world, not position.
And Mitch getting a star, that could help at least make it so he has some room against any flyers. Oh, and we got a suicidal Koopa.
Both the runners playing very well right now. Neither one of them has taken a 100-coin fine. Nightshifter is making a bit of a routing mistake here. I think he thinks that he needs to play the fort.
Oh, and Mitch gets a Jugum Cloud. That could help increase the lead even more.
To progress, but
remember, this is a best of 3, and we're still in the second stage, so anything can happen.
It's just 2 races.
Wait, so it's only 2 races either way?
Regardless of who wins, yeah. So.
Well, it's my first time commenting an SMB3 tournament, folks, so bear with me.
Nightshifter's still going for that fort. I hope he realizes after he beats this level that it's not required so he can get back on track.
And we see Mitch has made it to the second airship.
Which is the World 4 airship, one of the longest ones in the game normally, but as you can see without the auto-scroller, you can breeze right through it.
And I believe that's Lemmy, and he goes down to Swift.
And Mitch gets the off-screen wand grab, which saves about 4 seconds. So he's extending the lead a little bit further.
Always saying Papa Murphy's is the best. I've never even tried. You sunk my battleship!
Nightshifter going for 5F1.
And World 6 is World 3.
Opportunity to use that hammer, which, yeah, you should probably use it right now. Saves 2 levels, which otherwise you don't even know if it's going to be useful in World 2 or 4. He
And
gets
Mitch,
another
and
cloud.
Mitch gets another Jugum cloud.
Yeah, so he's...
It's a very cloudy day for Mitch. And Mitch is going after the army. He's in the army where you can be all you can be.
So Mitch is pretty well set on Jugum clouds and items pretty much for the rest of the game as far as nasty levels go. He's got one for Atlantis, or 5-9. Some of the problem levels, 6-6, 7-5. It's the one that I dislike the most.
Why do you dislike it?
It's just long. Sometimes you can get boss bass or a baby cheap, and it just really makes it kind of difficult to get through, especially if it's early and you don't have power-ups. Mitch is in a 6 fort. I don't remember which one. I think it's 6F1, maybe?
And your guess is as good as mine.
Opts to take the ride instead of damage boosting, which I typically do when I have a fire flower.
Oh, and he gets hit by the disco waffles.
Yep, but he gets it back.
Well, easy go, easy come.
Yeah, if you get a fire kill on most of the boom booms during your seed, I mean, that saves probably 20 seconds over the course of the run, so I typically try to keep a fire flower as long as I can going into boom boom, especially. It's important to note that Mitch didn't play the first fort, which I think is the right call, since we don't know what's ahead.
And Mitch gets a P-Wing.
But being that we haven't seen another lock, it's likely that...
It's a beta level, don't go chasing waterfalls. Here, swim upstream all the way to the top. And Mitch definitely does not want to be chasing any waterfalls as he clears it post-haste.
So since we haven't seen another lock, it's likely that either a lock or a bridge is blocking the end path, but there's a possibility that it can be one of the branching paths and he doesn't have to play it, but there we go. Lock at the end as usual, which hammers do not break, so he's going to have to go back and play the fort. Which is
right now, Nightshifter's just made it to Lemmy.
Yep. Which is another World 6 fort in World 6, so...
Mitch almost dying there.
Gets the leaf, goes for the...
But he hits the thwomp. Alright, Dust is telling me that's Larry. Some of the Koopa kids look similar.
And that fort broke the lock, so he will be heading to the World 7 airship to face Lemmy, who... One of the two difficult Koopa kids. The balls can kind of have a mind of their own, and seem to find that with the update, Lemmy seems to be a 4 or 5 hitter in my experience. We'll see what he is tonight, but the tail he can just coast over the entire airship.
We can see if he's a real motorhead tonight.
Alright. And he's a one-hitter.
He's a one-hitter!
He's a shrimp, as Laws would say. Mitch grabbed the wand at 1357, so we will see what the lead is when Nightshifter gets there.
Oh, and Nightshifter gets a hit from the disco waffles. But he makes it up for it with the fire suit. My wand check brings all the boys to the light, and they're like... We all are Super Basil. We all are.
Mitch gets a frog suit. This is kind of a nasty World 3. I didn't see the second part of it, but he has to play 2 levels and a fort just to get anywhere. It might be 5 levels even.
And Nightshifter at the you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Oof. Nightshifter takes first death of the match. He's having all sorts of trouble.
Very funny, Hoy. Very funny.
And he just chooses to cloud it, which not necessarily a bad cloud usage. It is probably a medium length level, but he misses out on the item. But just probably wants to get this momentum moving forward. And they do have to play 5 levels before they can even get a pipe check. So this is going to be a long World 3. Double hammer would have really helped in this situation, but they've only found 1 so far.
What was that? You okay, DLP?
Yep.
Forge Whistle, I don't think anybody has died yet.
Nightshifter took 1 in the army, but it was a pretty quick one. Mitch trying to run through
Thank you for informing me.
favorite levels. Oh,
And Mitch takes a death.
The enemy setup there is going to allow him to do the P-speed strat through most of the level, which is always nice.
Look at that mastery. You can't count Nightshifter out yet.
About halfway through, so gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit, but not out of it.
We've seen comebacks before, don't forget that.
Oh yeah, World 8 calls the Great Equalizer for a reason. It's
With
decided.
Monos, the Hands of Fate. And Nightshifter just takes out Lemmy, and now he'll be joining Mitch in World 4.
About
I believe this is World 1 too.
yeah, gets the P speed, which is always nice. About 3 minutes ahead of Nightshifter right now.
Yeah, you gotta say this, Mitch came to play. Yeah, Horde pointing out it's the Infinite Lives level.
Alright, so that pipe was not ideal. And there you go, right to the end. So it was top loaded World 3.
I believe this one is windy. I may be wrong.
Yep, so World 6 Airship, he's going to face Wendy at the end, who is probably the other significantly more difficult Koopa kid than the others.
But as LOC would say, has she had a Baconator or just a side salad?
She's heavy, so...
Oh, just a side salad tonight!
Yeah. So 2 of the most difficult Koopa kids were one-hitters, so that's nice.
Just absolute complete jokes. Not even that, Hoy, just a side salad. I have come, but I do not choose what now to do what I came to do. I will not do this deed. This wand is mine! Sorry.
World 2 and another Fred, the World 2
Fred, get it straight.
in World 2. Mitch getting the P-Speed strats through this world as well. Not even waiting, just damage boosting right through. He's really going for it. He gets a swag wall jump. It's a 1 frame input, I believe. Both the runners are just ignoring the end cards, and wow, what a power-up usage. Uses a frog on a water stage that really didn't work out any better.
Well, in this kind of a race, can you really afford to go for the end cards?
I mean, if there were 2 hammers in the end cards, they could have skipped pretty much all of World 3. Use a hammer at the end of this world, potentially, so... there are arguments for and against. In this particular seed, if there were 2 hammers in the end card and they found them before World 3, it would have been a pretty significant help for them, but not always there's hammers in the end card, so don't blame them for skipping it at all.
Right now, Mitch is in World 1-3. I think we all...
Mario 64.
Oh, and I think someone just donated. Or is it... Oh, they resubbed.
Some people have had a lot of success in these tournaments, not playing the end cards at all. The Classic one, formerly Classic Gamer 88, has gotten to finals and done very well, notoriously skipping the end cards. So, and Mitch gets a 3rd cloud, so
Yeah.
better
How
start
many
using.
shooting clouds can one guy get?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Hammer would have saved 1 level in this stage. Need to start thinking about using him. I'd imagine he'll probably use 1 after this level. You never want to get to World 8 and have a surplus of clouds in your inventory because there's only 2 levels and a fort that you can skip using a cloud, and then hand stages, which they don't do anything on, so you kind of want to use them in this flag set before World 8.
Mitch is going against the Boomerang Bros just as Nightshifter goes up against Wendy.
And there's another hammer that he can potentially use in World 4. Oh, Nightshifter slipped off the edge there. So you have to retry. He uses a P-Wing and can fly over the top and save about 10 seconds on this airship.
And right now, Mitch is going up against, I believe that is Roy.
That's Morton. They look the same, different color though. He's heavy. 3-hitter. Going for the off-screen again, which he gets. So Mitch playing very well right now, as expected. Both
And I believe he's going to get the animation skip.
Yeah, pretty much simultaneous wand grab. Mitch is about 1 world ahead. Get your guess for what world World 6 is going to be. It's either 4 or 5. It's a hammer suit for the end, which is nice. It's the fastest way to deal with Bowser. So, yeah, I was going to say, strike a cloud bolt right here. You might as well. It's a guaranteed safe check.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you need to be able to hold on to the hammer suit.
Yep, now he's got a free shot to the end. He's going to take the quick way up top by flying instead of going through the middle of the maze and damage boost through. We'll see if he tries to go for the mid-stage clip here. Saves a little bit of time if he gets it, and he does. Very nice. So I know Well, Mitch doesn't play randomizer that often, but it seems like he's definitely stayed in
Oh, and Nightshifter takes another death.
the last tournament. This is 4F1. The enemy draw can be... Wow. Mitch has played that just about as perfect as you can. Sometimes the enemy draw can cause the movement to be very difficult to get through without taking a hit, but he does it flawlessly. Gets the end with a fire kill. That was very impressive. And he's deciding to play Hammer Bro.
And he gets a P-Wing out of it.
Mitch is a player that seems to take those random one-off Hammer Bros often, and it seems to pay off more often than it doesn't for him. P-Wing can be useful in several stages, so...
And right now, Mitch is going to go up against Moy. Oh, and another one-hitter!
Yeah.
Did the Koopalings have a cold or something?
Alright, so we got World 4, Big World coming up, my favorite from when I was a kid.
For me, it was always World 1, just the beginning of everything.
We'll see if the hammer is useful. It's the last place you're going to be able to use it. Could be a Jet World 4 if this takes them to those pipes, and gonna go for the fort immediately.
But he has to do a coin heaven first.
Yep, another chance for an item here.
Oh! Did you just see that double shot? And now he's in the Navy.
Yep, pretty easy level to pick up the P-Speed strats on. It's just a straightforward. Just gotta time your jumps, and it's not too difficult. I'm willing to bet that this fort will not build the bridge, but we'll see if World Floor is playing nice tonight, and it is. It's gonna have to stop by the end card first, though.
Oh. He's like, I don't even care about the end cards.
Almost seemed like he'd played that one before. Well, he just got 2 matches out of the gate like that.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like, is he cheating?
Yep. Here comes Iggy, who has a pretty terrible hitbox at times.
It's a 1.
Fire kill, so he doesn't have to deal with it. It's a 2
A
hit.
2. I think, ooh, Iggy's giving a fight. He's a 4-hitter.
Yeah, I think he forgot
4 to
that
the floor.
3 hits there. Going for the off-screen wall jump wand grab. So Mitch is on his way to World 8, the Great Equalizer. We'll see how nice it is in this seed. Getting there at about 28:30, so unless the first pipe takes him to the Bowser screen, not going to have a sub 30, but he's still doing it very quickly. And he's going right for the Air Fort, which is World 8 fort in World 8. It's just a
And at the same time,
spectacular seed, this seed.
and at the same time, Nightshifter takes care of all boy Roy.
I find that the World 8 fort tends to gatekeep a lot lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was required. He's going to go for the 1 cycle. Gets it easily with the damage boost.
And Mitch sends Boom Boom to his Doom Doom.
All right, so that lock is still there. So that's good. And there's a second lock, so assuming the Air Force either built a bridge or broke a lock, it's at most 2 bridges at the end. Okay, so he just needs to get there now. We've seen 3 locks and he built a fort, so all he has to do is get to the end at this point, but he is blocked by locks, so while the way to Bowser is open, he's not going to be able to get there without playing at least one more fort. He's just got to find the pipe to the end.
If he can get through the watery grave first.
I believe 2 of the last 3 locks are on the screen, so we'll know what this breaks when he's done with it. If you see an explosion, one of the locks in this broke. If not, then the one on the first screen broke. So bottom left broke. He's going to do a pipe check. Oof. Might have to go through 8-2 and 8-1, but okay, luckily he doesn't.
Let's just hope this isn't a pipe dream for Mitch Flowerpower.
I'm pretty sure he's got it now. He's just got to find the pipe that will take him to that L type transition on the top of the hand stage, and then I'm pretty sure that will take him to Bowser's Castle. He can get by 50-50 hand stage.
But Mitch takes a death.
Usually feels like it's more like 80-20, but... So once again, we're seeing that the way to Bowser's path is clear, but he still has to play 2 forts to even get there, so... Kind of a nice rotate, but not really.
Well, at this point, Mitch, I think, has a very commandable lead.
Yeah, at this fort, 5F2 is pretty much the same every time you play it. Just keep moving, and you're usually fine. It's when you stop that's when the fireballs and stuff start to catch up to you. Alright, so that broke the lock on the first screen. This should be it. This will take him to the L pipe transition, which will take him to the end. Yep. And there you go. And
But he has to get past the super tanks first.
So, no bridges required, or was it 1 bridge? And he had to play all 4 forts. So that's sort of gives you a taste of how World 8 can go. Playing all the forts and only needing 1 of them to get to the end. But he's going to put on his hammer suit and take care of Bowser here. Bowser's Castle is pretty much the same. Outside of the roto discs, they can be randomized, which can kind of cause an issue. And the final hallway, the fireballs are randomized. They can be kind of unfair at times, so most of the runners tend to go for a variation of a clip.
Mitch getting the everyman's clip.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mitch nails the Bowser clip on the first try.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, Mitch has got this all wrapped up.
Yeah, Mitch showing why he's the best player in the world. Getting 2 clips in Bowser's Castle, getting them both first try. Comes in with a time of about 30, which is outstanding given that hammers don't break locks. Very, very well done. So GG's.
Well, I believe it's going to be a time of 33:57.
Yeah.
I'm back. Spoiler alert, you lost, so I can see if somebody wins or not. Nice try, guys.
Okay. He's turning his
Get your GGs out in the chat for Mitch. But let's keep tuned for Nightshifter. Let's cheer him on.
Yo, Jakku, what's going on, dude? How you doing, man?
Who's that?
How
Mitch
did
turned his mic back on.
yeah, how
Try
did
to
crowd
switch the
control
audio
go?
over to Nightshifter.
It was looking pretty good from when I was watching it. Pretty good. I know. You guys raised a lot. I really only know much about the Mario 3 crowd control though, so I was concerned about that one. But I think from
Are you there, DLP?
Yeah.
Big Mac, this is live. This is live.
Okay, here we go. Okay, well, it's not going to let me change the audio over to Nightshifter, so...
While we're waiting on DLP, let's check out Nightshifter. He's right now in World 8. Yes, they are, Dustminion. We are doing both rounds tonight.
Alright, so Nightshifter doesn't have any usable audio, so we'll just watch him finish up here. Nightshifter is definitely no slouch, especially being new to the community. I think he did his first weekly a couple weeks ago and did very well. I believe he
Actually, I think it was last week.
Yeah, he sub 50'd it, which your first weekly, that's no easy feat. I think I got like a 55 or 59 minute in the first one that I did, so very respectable time. And Nightshifter is going to find that he doesn't have very many ways to go. All in all, it was kind of a linear World 8. I mean, you can only go one way. Which, if you're behind that, you never want to see that, because if you feel like you're behind, you tend to want to gamble and take whatever pipe you can.
But sometimes you have to play how the game demands.
Yep, exactly. And while you're waiting, if you haven't already, send a follow over to mitchflowerpower and Nightshifter. Just put the links in the chat if you're not following already. Both very entertaining to watch. And Nightshifter going to that nasty hand bridge where he's gonna find that luckily he doesn't need to do it.
Thank heavens for small mercies.
getting pulled in by the same hand that Mitch did. He's gonna play it though.
Nope,
Or
he's gonna take a deliberate death.
nope and out.
Nope.
Grabbed twice, which I believe... Oof. Probably should have used a power-up before this since he got by the hand stage. Hopefully he can get through it with no trouble. So he doesn't have to go over the perils of the hand stage again. But once again, you just keep moving. Whether you're small, big, or whatever, pretty much get to the end if you just don't stop.
Run like your pants on fire.
In this level, they very well could be. So that's going to let him get to the final pipe, or the pipe that leads to the final pipe.
That L section.
Yeah.
But he still has to get past the super tanks.
Yep, he's on pace for about a 43 XXX seed. Which, given again that hammers don't break locks, that's a very respectable time. Especially when worlds like World 3 have you having to play 5 stages right out the gate to get anywhere. I don't know if Nightshifter goes for the clips or not, so let's see what route he chooses to take.
He's gonna start with the invincibility hammer. Or one could call it Thor's hammer.
Not a bad move using the star. They're basically one tile statue jumps that you have to make. If you are just a little bit off, you can lose that power-up, which saves probably like 30 seconds on the Bowser fight, so if not more.
Nightshifter having a little trouble with the Everyman's clip.
So he's gonna go top route. A little late on the clip. And he's just gonna go through the final hallway, so we'll get a chance to see what the randomized fireball patterns look like. And nice so far. Dodge the laser, no laser. Alright, so not bad. And down goes Bowser.
And he goes, forgot the mic wasn't on. And I believe he's going to finish with a time of 43, and we just need to, he's doing some hammer tricks, just need to wait for him to hit Peach. His official time is going to be 43:11.
Alright, GG's to both runners.
Get your GGs out, everybody. But don't we have one more match tonight between them?
Yep, one more match immediately after this. So we're just going to let them do what they need to do in between the race, and we'll be back shortly for the second race. I think it's the same flag set.
But is it the same rando pattern?
We will see. while we're waiting for the next race to start, you
How's
have
everybody-
any predictions for the next race? What world do you think we're gonna start in?
I'm predicting we're going to start in 5. What about
5?
everyone in chat? What do you think we're going to start with?
I'm gonna go with 1. Vanilla 1.
So basically a Fred.
Yep. Had enough of those tonight, so I wouldn't expect anything different. 7 is always a popular choice. I think we had 7 first in this last seed, so.
How's everybody in chat doing tonight?
MIDI guy putting his complete prediction out there, which, if that proves to be true, he should go buy a lottery ticket immediately.
If that's correct, I'm going to ask him for the numbers myself.
Got some 3s, a 4, 0 wing with their classic favorite, Forever Reverse World.
We got One Wise with 2. We got him also giving a weird face.
In the last tournament, I believe there was a one of the races had a perfect either vanilla world order or reverse. I can't remember what it was. I think it was vanilla. 1 through 7.
Binding of Isaac. Oh, I tell you, that's pretty. I used to play the heck out of that. What about you, DLP? How are you doing this fine night?
I am doing fantastic because the Super Mario Bros. 3 tournament is back in full swing. And it's nice to be able to watch this every single night instead of just one night a week. So,
For those of you who can't get enough of
Thanks.
Super Mario, and I think that I can safely say that's about 99% of the population. The other 1% hasn't heard of it.
let's see. The runners are just getting synced up right now. Getting all the hashes matched.
Dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's.
Yep. So we are playing the same flags. Spade end card game is on. Hammers do not break locks. So once again, for anybody just joining us, hammers are only going to be useful in World 6, 4, 2, and 3. And in 3, you need 2.
Bruce, I am not sure when our next tournament is happening. This one literally just started yesterday. Blognoggers is saying, let's go! Mitch having some signal. Oh, there he goes.
And we're getting... Oh, boy. Not
Ooh,
a good start.
yeah.
First stage is Atlantis, one of the 2 auto-scrollers left in the game. Hopefully this is a power-up. Nice. Casually, I like this level. It's interesting. It's a diagonal scroller, and it's also a beta level, which there are 9
of them.
in the game now.
We saw one of them earlier, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls.
Yep. This can be an ugly level depending on the enemy set. The bloopers can just get right in your way.
Oh, and Nightshifter dies again.
Oof, Mitch taking damage, so he's got to be careful himself.
Yeah, that is one of the stages where you could be a pro and it will still give you a hard time.
Yeah, watch out for Paragoombas. Love to hang out here, but it looks like none today. Mitch doing the smart play of taking the shell with him, because there is an enemy usually at the end here, but there isn't today. Get up there, Nightshifter. Okay. Whoever said World 5 is correct, by the way. One of the longest, Nightshifter having all sorts of trouble.
I think that's his third 100-coin fine. Maybe I'm wrong. He had to pay the piper 3 different times.
Oh wow, Mitch does a something I have really never seen before in this stage. He does a shell jump off the pipe, which lets him completely skip the music note bridge. That was awesome. I've never seen that before in this level, so that was amazing, truly. World 5 tends to be one of the longer worlds in the game because oftentimes you have to play 2 levels in a fort just to build a bridge to go over to play another level and maybe the spiral castle. So right now he has to play 2 levels in a fort just to go over to the other side, and then you can go up top and have to play.
Oh, and Nightshifter dies again! Oh, you hate to see this!
Might be wise to just take a game over here since he's got 0 lives, because if he beats this and then has trouble with one of the next few stages, he's gonna have to play it all over. Okay, yeah.
I think he's taking your advice. He's just gonna do a deliberate game over. Oh. And Mitch is already on the airship.
Yeah, all in all, a very kind World 5. He's going to get out of here under 4 minutes, which is pretty much all you can ask for.
And that's Morton.
This is Roy. Roy is pink, Morton is salty white, and Ray's got those stunner shades on.
I need flashcards.
I need flashcards for the different stages, because some of them I forget.
That's still more than me.
Mitch grabbed the wand at about 340, give or take. We'll see when Nightshifter gets there. Gets a star. Which leaves something to be desired for power-ups. And he's going to have to do World 6 the long way, because he doesn't have a hammer. Would have only saved 1 level.
And Nightshifter's finally getting past Atlantis. Oh, Atlantis was just like, you're not going anywhere.
It's good that he got through after,
And Mitch takes a death now.
He's just getting a little too ahead of himself there. It's nice that he did take the game over and got by it, because likely, he won't have to play it again. He's got 5 tries to get to the end of this world instead of 1, so I think it was a wise decision on Nightshifter's part.
Can you imagine doing that? You finally beat Atlantis and you have 1 life left. Then you die in the next stage and it's like, you have to do it all over.
I don't have to imagine that, because that has happened to me several times.
That's when you just throw the controller against the screen and get a Mountain Dew.
Mitch taking a questionable hitbox hit on that sumo bro. And there's
it gets a hammer.
So he'll be able to use that at the end of this world if he chooses. There's a rock towards the end, but let's see where this pipe goes first. Which takes him right to the end, so...
Almost. He has a bridge he still needs to make.
Yep, and it's a super tank, so nice, easy easy fort to get through.
Jade Shikata, the announcer speaking right now is Meowth Rocket.
And I am DLP 316. Alright, after a rocky start, Nightshifter is going to get to the end of this world and put all that behind him.
He wants to make World 1 a bad memory. And at the same time, Mitch is going against Lemmy. Please tell me I got that one right.
One hitter. Yes, he did. Goes from a one hitter, he leveled up to level 2 and became a 2-hitter. Still not impressed.
You're not impressed easily, are you?
58. So we got about a 3-minute lead currently. All right, what world is next? Get your guesses. 7. I always forget to say get your guesses before it like pops up, so I'll try to do better after this world.
Hey, you're doing better than me.
Yeah. So that island is useless, 3 levels and a lock, so this could be a very generous world 7. I don't see a 10 panel, so we don't know if it's a 1 or a 2 fort yet. And there are 2 forts. So being that hammers don't break locks, he's more than likely going to have to play at least one of them. Makes quick work of 5-1.
And at the same time, Nightshifter is still in Infinity Ward.
Oh, so it's a 3-fort world 7. That one was hiding at the end there. Just has to break 1 lock, which, knowing how the randomizer plays sometimes, probably play both these forts on this island and not have that lock break, but we'll see if he gets good luck. Alright, and he's playing 8 fort, which was the gatekeeper in the last seed. I believe that built the bridge, so see if my theory proves true. If this breaks that lock, then people take note. Play your 8F if you want to get anywhere. Probably gonna take a damage boost, go for the 1 cycle, and he gets it. 2 for 2. Very nice.
Nightshifter's on his way, I believe, to meet Lemmy.
Alright. And... no. Okay. Well, forget what I said. Mitch is in Fort Knox without a tail, so he's going to have to take about 20 seconds to go get the Tanuki suit. I think Nightshifter made up a little bit of time in World 6, because Mitch did take that death in 1-2, so he's about 2 minutes and 45 seconds behind, I would say.
And every second's gonna count.
Yeah. I mean, if Mitch plays both these forts and neither of them are it, and Nightshifter finds the other one, he's right back in it. But he guessed right. Trying to get out of the end as fast as you can. The flower was a flower.
And that's always good to have a flower be a flower.
Yep, that's his, he can keep that to the end. He's got his Bowser item now, so he doesn't have to worry about that. He'll be hoping to get a hammer suit, but fire kill is not that much slower. Especially somebody of Mitch's mashing capabilities. Probably one of the fastest mashers I've ever seen before. Alright, Ludwig. High jumper. Trying to get the fire kill. He's got 7, 8. And he gets it.
Ludwig has composed his last symphony.
Yep. Ludwig was at least 3-hitter. Mitch got the fire kill, so we won't know unless Nightshifter gets the stomp kill. World 3 is over, so everyone
Your guess is in for the next one.
For World 4, we've seen 5, 7, and 6.
No,
So, got our 3 longest worlds out of the way. Mr. Bus Driver, nailed it. Colin Vanilla, World 4 is World 4.
Fred!
It's an interesting World 4 setup. You're likely going to want to play this level and then go to the right side of the map, play a fort, and then take the pipe over to the end instead of going towards that way, I would say. But we'll know more when he scrolls the screen, see how many levels he'll have to play. So to the right, he will have to play 2 levels to get to the fort. So yeah, he's making the right decision. He's gonna go left, play this level, which is a pretty quick one.
Oh, and Boss Bass noms him. Oh,
Came out of nowhere.
Boss Bass is like dinner time.
So Mitch is gonna be a little wary of that this time.
He gives Boss Bass a taste of his own medicine.
Yep, so going this way, he'll have to play likely a Hammer Brother or 2, and this level, he'll take the pipe over. Actually, I think it would have been the same either way now that I'm looking at it. Because either way, he would have had to play 2 levels, but the level that he chose to play is a pretty quick one, so...
And we've got Mitch going against the Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls.
Yeah, this is a very fast and easy level. You swim to the top as fast as you can, so... he probably made the best routing decision, depending on what the other level is. We'll see what Nightshifter does, and see if we get a glimpse of what that other level would be. And the fort.
I believe Ludwig. Yep. That's 1. Oh, he loses the fire. So it's 2. 3. 4. Quattro.
4-hitter.
Nightshifter slowly making ground.
You would think a frog suit would be good in that waterfall level, but let me tell you, if you do not take it slow, it is very hard to control the frog up that waterfall.
Damon Battler saying he has a grudge against it. When before?
Missed last month's shout out during a tournament race. Now this. Surely next month will be during a silent.
So they're in the
auction or
same
something.
world now,
Good
which
luck in the race.
props to Nightshifter for hanging in there.
Right.
Very easy. You can go on tilt after, well, first of all, seeing Atlantis, let alone having a rough time with it. So he's doing very well staying in it, and
Right now, Mitch is going up against Iggy. Oh, Iggy is a one-hitter. No.
so Mitch grabs the wand at 15:58. We'll see exactly how far he's ahead when Nightshifter finishes. I'll remember. Get your guesses in the chat for World 5. I believe we have 1, 2, or 3 left.
I'm serious. And don't call me shit. Oh my god, Daisy, look at it. Woo. And it's World 1!
If this fort breaks the final lock, then this is going to be a pretty quick and easy World 1. If not, he's going to have to play a couple extra levels to get to the other fort. This castle is pretty much the same mostly every time. The enemies in this room can change and be kind of trolly sometimes, but mostly the same level every time.
Nightshifter making quick work up to the Jumbo Bros.
Alright, so that was the fort that we needed. I'm willing to bet the other fort is one fort, being that it's not required to finish the world.
And now Nightshifter's trying to not go chasing waterfalls. I don't know if anyone else thinks this is hard, but honestly, that one seems kind of easy to me. All you need to do is just go swimming.
Yep, you're pretty much just against yourself trying to mash and stay in the waterfall. You can easily like pop out and then you find yourself just sort of swimming back and forth trying to get in there, but I mean there's no threat of dying, so it's actually kind of a world or a level you don't want to see if it's a hand stage, because you can't take the intentional death. You pretty much have to play through it, so not a bad place to see it.
Mitch having to go through coin heaven.
Yeah. MIDI guy summarizes it perfectly. Easy level to do, tricky to do optimally. That's exactly right. Nightshifter gonna play some end cards, so if he can pull a couple clouds out of here,
But let's see what he gets.
in pretty good shape.
Oh, he gets a music box and a Tanuki suit. And at the same time, Mitch is going after Larry and makes quick work. Right as Nightshifter starts his appointment against Iggy.
Yeah, so Mitch is about 3 levels and a cutscene ahead right now. We'll see what the official timing is when Nightshifter finishes this airship. It's a one-hitter, I believe. Yep.
Luckily, Iggy's become a nerd today.
All right, so 1932, Mitch grabbed it at 17:58, so about a minute and a half. So he's really made up some ground on Mitch.
You gotta give Nightshifter props. He's fighting hard.
And Mitch took a... I think that was intentional. He wanted to check the pipe. So we don't see any locks at the moment, so it might be required, but doesn't look like... So technically none of the forts are required. He could play one to shorten up the path to the final pipe, but he's just going to play the 3 standard levels, which isn't a bad idea because, I mean, he's going to have to take the pipe back, play 7F2. That might not break the lock that he needs. He's got to play the other fort, or he could play the other fort and have it be the one that he needs, so... he's gotten 2 quick levels so far, so I think he made the right decision with this route.
Nightshifter sending Boom Boom to his Doom Doom. Say boom boom. Let me hear him say well.
Mitch has all the stars in his inventory. He's got about 5 or 6, it looks like.
Basically, he's become Mr. Untouchable.
Baby Cheap saying hello in the middle of that stage.
And just as quickly, Mitch Flowerpower saying goodbye.
So yeah, all in all, the 3 stages that he played weren't particularly difficult or long, so I think he definitely made the right call, because forts tend to be on the longer side, especially depending on what you get, so...
Which commentator, Dead Money?
Yeah, we don't need to get into it.
They're saying me. Oh, and Wendy's definitely had her baconators today, as my friend LOZ would say.
Oh, he got the wall jump. Wasn't able to convert it over to a wand grab, but still impressive. 22, 23 wand grab. I believe the last world is World 2. So if he has a hammer, there's potential...
A hex upon you. I'm not even going to attempt to say what that is. Oh, 50.
Alright, so this fort very clearly breaks... Ugh, uses an anchor, it's a cloud, that's unfortunate. You tend to want to use your anchors in a position that it could be beneficial if it's a cloud, just for that very reason.
Nightshifter makes quick work of Larry.
Seems to happen a lot. So this fort obviously breaks the lock that's in the way of progression. And there is a pipe in the standard spot, so not sure if the hammer is going to be useful. But I mean, at this point, if it even skips one level, you got to use it because there's nowhere else to use it.
No sign of boss bash for Mitch. Maybe he finally scared him off.
Almost took a flying cheat to the face. Watch out for Boss Bass, a frequent visitor of this level.
Isn't he a frequent visitor of any level? Nightshifter picking up a flower, I believe.
Forced hammer, bro.
Mitch is saying, no, bro, you gotta go.
Gets a useless hammer. Could have used that earlier. Is he gonna go for the clip? Yes, he is. See if he can get it. Oh, he almost had it there.
Mitch really struggling with that clip.
Yeah, it's one of the most difficult to do in the game, so I'm not surprised.
And Mitch just saying,
Yeah, it was a good attempt. He almost had it a couple times. But pretty sure it's like a sub-pixel thing, so you can hit it perfectly and still not get it, so wisely choosing to forego it.
Kachiri, it looked like he was struggling. Nightshifter getting some fireworks, that's going to cost him a couple seconds. And then this one, I don't think he can afford to lose anything.
Alright. So, Pipe takes him right to the end. He could have saved like 2 seconds using the hammer and breaking the rock, but it doesn't really matter. Both ways are going to take you straight to the end. So, World 6 Airship is going to have Morton at the end. And he's thick.
Let's see how salty he is today.
Mitch is going to get the kill.
Yep. Oh, Morton is especially salty.
Yeah, he's at least 4 hits. Oh boy. Careful, Nightshifter.
And
All right.
Nightshifter pulls out a narrow win against Coot.
Nice trade.
So now Mitch is on to World 8, the Great Equalizer with Manos, the Hands of Fate. The vessel with the pestle had a pellet with the poison.
Alright, let's see what World 8 has in store for us. 2 forts on the first screen. 9 times out of 10, most runners are just going to play these 2 forts. Terrible second waffle pattern. Pretty much get hit almost every time unless you do really precise movement or jumps.
Chalice in the palace has a brew, that is true. Clever, Drosy.
Let's see if Mitch plays the second fort, which he does. Smart move. See if he goes for a damage booster, gets a star. Star is an awesome item to get here. Saves like 7 to 10 seconds not having to. And he gets the clip, so wow.
Mitch just making quick work.
Yeah, so he doesn't even need to go through that second screen. Saves a little bit of more time.
Which movie, Drosy?
No star kill, though. Alright, pipe number 1 takes us.
Ooh, right to Bowser, but there's a bridge.
Alright, 1 bridge. He's already played 2 forts. Oof, oh boy.
And he gets pulled into the hand.
So he could potentially play both these hands and the fort and have it not be the right one, but might as well, if you're going to go for it, you might as well play the hands instead of getting grabbed going there and getting grabbed coming back. You might get lucky and not have to play the second one.
Nightshifter having some luck with the end cards. See, what did he get out of it? He got fox suit, some flowers, and a P-wing.
Grab by the hand level again, and again.
And again, and again, and again, and again.
So, that's 2. Alright, you get to buy. To the desert fort. Will the desert fort be the gatekeeper?
Mitch going for a damage boost, just using the sparks to get ahead.
Yeah, with that enemy, you pretty much have to go for the damage boost or wait an extra cycle to get P-speed, because it just gets right in your way, and you're going to take damage if you don't.
And another hand for Mitch. And he takes another intentional 100 coin fine.
Doesn't want any part of it.
The level's saying, like, you have to go on me. You have to go through me.
Right,
and he finally gets by.
I believe that other tank could potentially be... And
he still needs to build the bridge.
Yep, he's gonna have to play one of the tanks, so he's gonna have to go through a level to get there.
Ooh, and it's the Angry Sun.
Yep. Another popular boss bass / Angry Sun level.
I hope he brought his sunscreen.
Wow.
And it looks like we've got a prediction that just ended.
I don't know how he got through there without getting hit, but with the sun, but that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but you got hit at the end by the turtle shell. The Koopa shell.
Alright, here we go. Is this the fort tank or the level tank? It's the fort, so look out. So this is going to build the bridge. This is our penultimate level before Bowser's Castle. Stars are nice to get in this level. You can just speed through everything and not worry about taking damage.
And Mitch, I believe, is going to be on his way to Bowser right as Nightshifter takes on Morton.
So Morton was a 5-hitter. Very salty tonight. Mitch arms himself with a flower suit, getting in there at about 32-26. Doesn't go for the clip though.
Trying to get past the disco waffles.
Any man's clip. First try.
Is he going to go for the Bowser clip, though? Yes, and he gets it first shot.
Pro. 2 for 2 on the Bowser clips. Very nice.
All that's left just to get the 35 hits.
He's done this tens of thousands of times, so I don't expect him to have trouble with it. And he gets
And
it.
he makes Bowser go.
So 2 seats tonight under 35 minutes with no hammers breaking locks. Those are very, very impressive times out of our returning champion.
Yeah, get your GGs out for Mitch Flowerpower, but let's give a shout out to Nightshifter as he finishes up. And Mitch is going to finish with a time of 33:38:58.
So the official time is 33:33. So all you number lovers out there, it's uniform 3333. Nightshifter not too far behind.
You're right. 3333. Now we're going to have Mitch Flowerpower come in to say a few words.
Absolutely. Okay, he was marked the winner, so he should be in here any minute.
And Nightshifter, I think for him the biggest problem was Atlantis. It just would not play fair.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that unfortunate beginning start, I mean, he hung right in there. Props to him for not getting tilted, and I mean, he's gained time on Mitch, so it's not the easiest thing to do after taking a couple unfortunate deaths in Atlantis.
I think
And
we
a game
know.
over, mind you, so.
I think we know now why they call it the Lost City, because everybody wants it to get lost.
Nightshifter sees that that tank is the false tank. Gets out of there quickly. Needs to make his way towards the hand bridge. And if he goes left and plays the tank, will have saved time there, but
The hand demands.
yeah, he's going right as well. He might just play through this. That's a terrible enemy to get at the end. Alright, he gets by. Nightshifter in Desert Fort. Let's see if he waits out the hot foot. Which he does. See if he can get there for the 2 cycle. Ah, just missed it.
Nightshifter putting out some of his frustration on Boom Boom. Nightshifter does not have usable audio, I'm afraid. Nightshifter being dragged down by another hand. And he takes an intentional death, I think, to try to get by.
So he's going to go back and get the unfortunate news that he has to go play another level and a tank.
Cue the sad trombone.
Still has a really good shot for sub 45. Gets nice P speed to the end. He's got to be careful here, though.
And he kills the angry sun! I thought he did.
Okay, look out.
Oh, the angry sun comes back. That's a case of sunburn you really don't want.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to stand on those top 2 blocks there because the sun will hit you every time. You just sort of got to get out of the way and let
And
the...
Nightshifter dies again.
Probably getting a little tilted at this point. Probably just wants to get the seed over with.
Ooh, and another death.
Anchor's a cloud. Alright, everyone give Nightshifter some support in the chat. Let's get him through this.
You can do this, Nightshifter. We believe in you.
Ah, man.
Oh.
Enemy says, just being relentless.
Nightshifter's throwing everything at them but the kitchen sink, and the enemies are responding in kind.
Alright, just take your time here.
Just
Look out.
pace yourself.
Oh, man.
Nightshifter,
hair-
just calm down. Pace yourself.
Out with blood. Which, if you've never seen Randomizer before, Paragoombas are the ultimate final boss. It's not Bowser. Alright.
Animate like, can we not laugh at Nightshifter? That's not cool.
So,
Yeah, this world is just not giving him much to go with.
all right. Whew, slipped under. All right. Yep. He needs to kill the Paragoomba first. Get that out of here. Nope, nope, don't. Okay, got the
Oh,
sun.
now he killed the sun.
Watch out.
I think he's almost got it.
All right.
He gets past.
Nice moves.
It's okay, animate light. He's gotta feel relief after that.
Yep. That dry bones is so annoying in that position. You gotta be really quick or he falls right on your head.
I don't think you want anything falling on your head, ever. Maybe $1 million, but... Nightshifter
All right.
Shawn Michaels thwomp. You could say Nightshifter's mad as heck and he ain't gonna take it anymore.
He'll be on his way to Bowser now. He's only got a P-Wing in his inventory, so we'll see if he goes for one of the items in the castle. Potentially get a Fire Flower.
Apparently the Gorgos went to the Star Wars School of Shooting. Ooh!
Alright. Just keep your Big Mario status so you can get the Everyman clip. Save some time going down. There we go. Let's see if he goes to the second level and goes for a power-up, which doesn't look like he's going to. I'm going to try the clip a few times. A little late on his jumping.
And he
And
just decides to forsake it.
Yep. Oh boy. Alright, so 2 seeds in a row, the final hallway was pretty friendly, and Nightshifter's going to show the standard Bowser kill. He only has a hitbox in his head, so this is in the regular game as well. If you just stand underneath him and stay a little bit to the middle, he won't be able to hit you, and he's basically free. Which I had no idea growing up.
Hey, to be fair, neither did I. Oh, and that you have to stay... When you defeat him, you have to stand in front of the door and hit up, or you'll get caught in this time trap and it will pause forever. I had that happen to me a couple times. And he takes down Bowser. Get your GGs out for him.
Nightshifter is going to finish with an official
44, 47.
44, 47. Sub 45, so it's very, very commendable given the start that he had.
And do we have either Mitch or Nightshifter coming into the studio?
Mitch was probably waiting for Nightshifter to finish, but we will see if they want to join us for an interview.
Animus, how do you die from doing a clip in the Game Boy Advance version?
Gonna see if either of them are interested in an interview. It looks like Nightshifter is going to join us.
I see Nightshifter coming down the hallway. And again, a good game to both Mitch and Nightshifter. A great way to open up the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer tournament. And we've got matches all week long, folks.
All right, trying to get Nightshifter in here for an interview. To get him in here. And with that, we have Nightshifter into the commentator's booth. GG's.
Thanks.
That was a heck of a fight, Nightshifter.
Considering who my opponent was, I'm just happy with the times I had against him.
Yeah, I mean, when you play somebody like Mitch, there's definitely an intimidation factor going in. But I mean, you hung in there very well. I was really impressed in the second seed how you were able to maintain composed after that start. You actually made up a decent amount of ground.
That start was a part adrenaline, part just real shaky with Atlantis, and yeah, it got to me. But I was pretty impressed with how I recovered. And if I hadn't had that disastrous desert level before the final fort, I would have been even closer to him.
Oh yeah, that's what we were saying. So after the first world, you were about 3 minutes behind with that Atlantis, and then you got back within like a minute 30, and then I mean, World 8 was pretty. You could only do it one way, pretty much. So it was kind of hard to make up more ground, and then we had the 2-3 level, but we won't talk about that.
Oh yeah,
That shall remain nameless.
That 2-3 was rough. If I had a better 2-3, that last race would have been a little bit closer. If that had been clean on my first run, I would have ended up with a PB easy on that. I think I was at 30-some minutes going into that level. If I got that clean, I would have probably finished it. Since I got through Bowser's on first run, I probably would have finished 35, 36 somewhere maybe, and that would have been a 6-7 minute PB.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but
we were all saying the chat as well how impressed we were how you were able to come back from that. I start seeds sometimes and they go like that. I almost just stop because I get so tilted. So very well done.
Well, the thing was, first I accidentally started a little early because I was just trying to get set up right, and then it just oops. So that's why I stopped after the first death for a little bit. But when I finally jumped back in, I think it was just a little too much of the adrenaline off of the first seed that I still had going that was just making me a little jumpy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and with Atlantis, you need to be as calm as a cucumber because even one mistake and you're back at the beginning.
Oh yeah, Atlantis is punishing.
I think I could see why everyone wants this lost city to stay lost.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially if you get like a bunch of bloopers or Paragoombas and you don't have power-ups. It's just miserable trying to wait through only to die at the end.
That is never a level you want to see first off.
Yep, for sure.
Especially considering how free the level was after it.
Which level was after it? I don't remember.
Oh, no, the world was free pretty much after it.
Oh yeah.
You did one more level, beat the fort, and then jumped, and you were out and gone.
Yeah.
But I had a feeling that this was going to be the result of tonight's matches against Mitch. Just knowing who he is, knowing how good he is, and this being my first tournament, first time, I was like, if I can just stay close to him with my matches, I'll be happy.
Well, Nightshifter, don't sell yourself short. You did great.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone in chat was rooting for you.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
just being relatively new to the randomizer community and everything. I mean, you're doing much better than a lot of people that I know that started. So
I've put in a lot of practice leading up to this tournament. I have put in a whole bunch of practice.
Let me put it like this, Nightshifter. I started my first randomizer last week. I'm still doing that same randomizer.
Yeah, when you start off, it's rough.
This is why I'm a commentator, not a player.
But
now, anything else you want to add about either of the seeds?
First seed, my oops, I completely forgot that. I forgot about the end card. I just kind of turned my blind eye to it. I should have probably looked a little more at it. But second seed, if I didn't have as bad a jump on Atlantis or 2-3, I paused to think. This could have been really. The second seed could have been excessively close.
Yep, absolutely.
But it is what it is, and I am looking forward to my next matches coming this weekend.
Well, we're all going to be rooting for you, but as commentators, we cannot play favorites.
I understand that's fair, but I'll go to those matches. I'll do my best and see what comes out on the other side.
Yep, absolutely. That's all you can do. Just do your best. Any final thoughts, Nightshifter?
When you draw Mitch into your group, you know it's gonna be rough. But you can only do so much. I did what I could, and now it's on to my next set, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you got the hard one out of the way early, so.
Yep.
It's all downhill from here.
Wow. That's comforting.
Downhill or uphill, whichever one's better.
Hey.
Uphill. When you say downhill from here, that's when it can't get any better.
Yeah. I meant that in a positive way.
Yeah, he meant that.
I know.
I have a feeling that my upcoming matches are going to be a whole lot closer and probably a whole lot more entertaining because of it.
Yep, for sure.
And who knows? Maybe I'll get to call some of them.
Who knows? We'll see.
Yep. So with that, that's gonna do it for us at Speed Gaming 4. Looking forward, tomorrow, May 3rd, we have a 7 p.m. match between Johnny Link and the Alan Heffley. So definitely tune in tomorrow. Give the runners Nightshifter and Mitch a follow if you haven't already. And
let me see who's going to be commentating for tomorrow. We've got. Let's see. We have Animus United, and we have you. You're going to be joining us tomorrow.
Yep. So that's going to do it for us here at Speed Gaming 4. I'll let you send us off.
To everybody, to our staff, to our contestants, and to all of us watching, we hope you've had fun. And remember, until next time, we'll see you in the Mushroom Kingdom. Take care.
Take care, everyone. Stay safe.